How much tea could a teacup clock if a teacup could clock tea? Questions for the culture. Yes, I did change the layout of the topic board. What about it? Hey, I think this is going to become my thing now. My thing in the sense that I like TV, and so I'm most likely going to be talking about the TV shows that I have watched / am watching. In this case, I have watched, once again, just like Itakiss, but less toxic than Itakiss, obviously, because it's not a shoujo anime. But it's still for the girls. Just a bit of housekeeping though, as you can see. If I have in fact uploaded my Chic Things of July and this video in succession, I am double recording. But that means that if I randomly change locations during this video, which I am unlikely to, it means that I have fallen asleep and I've started again in the morning. Or the next day, who knows. Wow, I thought I'd have more housekeeping than that. Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, actually, no, another thing. I am not going to be giving a rundown episode by episode. I don't actually think I will ever do that on this channel. If I do, shock horror, but I don't think that's going to be me. It's not like I don't want to reheat Mike's nachos. My microwave just isn't powerful enough. Birds of Prey 2002 is an adaptation of apparently the comic following Huntress, Helena, Oracle, Barbara, and Dinah, who might have a name in the comics, but I don't know about that because I do not read comics, nor am I actually a DC fan. I don't even have some like long lost childhood tie to this show. I quite literally found it while doing a Chic Thing of July, which is obscure TV show hunting, and one review for this show does say that it's a horrible adaptation of Birds of Prey, but I wouldn't know that because I don't know anything about Birds of Prey. Hell, I didn't even watch the movie. So I literally don't know anything. In fact, the only name I was familiar with apart from Harley Quinn was Huntress's, and that is actually because like roughly 2 years ago I saw a compilation of the relationship between Huntress and Question, and I loved that because I was like, I low-key need a man like the Question. Did I know what the hell was going on? No. Didn't matter though. I love romance. So anyway, the premise of this show is that these three lovely ladies are busy protecting New Gotham after Batman's mysterious disappearance, and after Joker turns Barbara into a wheelchair-bound princess. And also sends someone out to kill Helena's mother, Catwoman. Dinah's just there. Dinah runs away from like her small town. Alfred's in this too because Helena is Batman's kid, because of course he loves Catwoman. He loves him a villain baddie, and so she has his entire fortune. They use this fortune to take down bad guys who are threatening the sanctity of New Gotham, and who are usually instructed to do so by Harley Quinn, aka Harleen Quinzel, who just happens to be Helena's therapist. And they do this with the help of Detective Reese. I actually don't know if he's a detective. I forgot if he's a detective or a policeman. But either way, they do so with his help. And him and Helena got a thing going on. More about that later. But yeah, that's the concept of the show. Interesting, right? Right? If you said no, you're just a hater. Which is what prompted me to find all 13 episodes on Dailymotion. Can't find it anywhere else. Ooh. Shook the room there. Also, remember how I said that Dinah just kind of like moved to New Gotham from her small town because she had freaky powers? Yeah, that's a feature of the show. Metahumans, I had no clue what this was. Again, like, I'm so sorry for any DC fans that are like watching this video, but genuinely I know nothing about DC. Like, I know more about Marvel than I do about DC, and even then I barely know anything about Marvel. Like, if I'm being real, if somebody's like, oh, what comic lore, I don't know anything about comic books. I don't. So like, it's a shame, but I don't. So yeah, metahumans. Helen is one. I actually am not even really sure what the hell her power is. I know that she's able to like disappear and like she's really freaky strong and good at fighting, but like I actually don't know what hers is. Dina's though. Dinah. What am I talking about? Dina. I love this show, mind you. It's in my greats list. Dina, telepathy, and also when she touches you, she can like see into your mind. It's kind of freaky. Freaky mind powers. Back at the Barnyard reference.
Kids, do not use your freakish mind powers to make this lady explode.
Okay, we'll explode Dad instead.
No!
Now, according to my notes app, I meant to talk about the things I liked now. Romance. First of all, the romance was great. I really did like that. Like, obviously the main romance was between Reese and Helena, and I actually liked the way they did it. Like, I loved, I don't know if somebody was like, hey, pinpoint exactly what you loved, I don't know. I mean, mostly because like Shaymar Moore is like fine in the same way that Henry Cavill is fine, in the sense that like if he were to propose to me tomorrow, I'd probably be like but like he's still a fine man. Helena and Reese are just very, very cute, while also not making it seem like, you know, Helena doesn't do the whole thing where it's like, I'll extra soften for you, but like she does soften for him, but like not in like a, I don't know how to describe it. Okay, no, I've got it. It's realistic, which sounds crazy given that I've quite literally just said that the show involves metahumans, but like it's realistic. For example, right, he doesn't know that her name's Helena Kyle until like episode 11. Realistic, because hello, she's literally a vigilante crime fighter. He's part of the law. The hell, why would he know about her real name off rip? Also, you know, they're taking like necessary precautions, and she's not closing herself off just because it's like, oh, I'm brooding and I've lost my mother. More on that later. But like, she's actively taking like security precautions, because it's like, hello, again, we live in a massive clock tower because I Batman's daughter, and like, you know, I can't just be leaking my name and address to the first man I like. And of course they do end up finding out all this information about each other, but again, it happens in a very natural way. It's not forced, and it's very cute. I do like it. You know, shoehorned romances can be the worst, but this is really cute. Barbara has her own romance, but we'll talk about that and the things that I don't like. Dina doesn't really have much. Dina's whole thing, it's not Dina, it's Dinah. Dinah's whole thing is that she's young and she's still learning how to control her powers, obviously, but like, yeah. She has like one mini romance, but even then it's more just a lesson on like being yourself, which I think is cute. I'm sorry, I like lessons like that. I do. Oh, I also like the theme song for the first half of the show, only because 1, it's catchy, 2, it's so 2002, and 3, it doesn't match at all with the vibe of the show. Like, it's really like Natasha Bedingfield core, and it's like, hello, this episode's literally involves like mask, and here we are like talking about like, girl, timing. I also loved the outfits. I love the outfits in the show. The fashion in the show is just A1. Like, it just, I don't know, like, you're able to just, you're seeing their personality through their clothes, even though their clothes are like a major part of the storyline. Like, I'm sorry, Harley Quinn's final battle outfit, like, because it's like, it's Harley Quinn, yo, and she's not gonna be wearing the clown costume, but you bet she's gonna have the, I love that. Also, the set design isn't too bad. Like, they did a really good job with like the clock tower. I liked it. Felt real. Again, crazy given that this show involves something called metahumans, but like, felt real. What can I say? Another thing I liked, which is a sentence I'm going to be reusing very often, is the pacing. Villain of the week episodes, yet still maintaining that Harley Quinn is like the final girl. Like, love that. Yet all the villains in the show felt like equal threats. Like, they each felt equally threatening to either New Gotham or the way that the girls live their lives. I don't know why I'm saying girls. 2 of them are women. 1 of them is a girl. All of them felt threatening. All of them felt real. All of them didn't, like, there was nothing that was really contrived about the villainy of the villains, if that makes any sense. Their motives were solid, and I was like, yeah, I could, like, if I was in your situation, yeah, me too, I'd feel this way, you know? Like, and I like that. And I like that, yeah. That's another repeated sentence. Take a shot each time I say another thing I liked, and I like that. Specifically in that tone. Promise you'll get alcohol poisoning. I know that the title is Birds of Prey needs to be part of DC's revival, but like, I genuinely don't think this needs a season 2. I mean, I'm sure there's more material to work on, but like, I didn't feel a sense of longing. Like, I wasn't just like, oh gosh, I've been robbed. Like, I feel like I need more. I was satisfied. I don't know. Again, I think a lot of that comes from the fact that I don't know anything about the Birds of Prey apart from the show. Like, I don't know anything about it, so that's probably why I felt satisfied. If you read the comics, you're probably just like, hello, what about X, Y, and Z? But I didn't, so I feel okay. The show is in my greats, and so there are not many things that I will dislike, but one thing I will say that I was just not sold on was Wade. I didn't care for Wade. Wade is Barbara's love interest. I didn't care for him, and spoiler alert, I'm low-key glad he died. It actually really did add to the grit. That's actually something I really like about the finale. It did add to the grit. Sorry, Wade, you gotta die. Also, interestingly enough, given my Catholicism and my moral standing, the we don't kill theme really just off. Like, oh, I don't care. Like, it was a thing up until the very end. Up until the very end, it was we don't kill, and it's like, yes, this is great, but oh my goodness, just throw her over the balcony, please. Barbara, Harleen killed your boyfriend, just end her life. There is one singular time though where I do like it being used, which just perfectly ties into our next segment. Okay, now in my notes app, I have my best episodes as episode 3, episode 13, but also the one where Dinah's mother dies to a mob boss. Episode 3. The concept of episode 3 is racism. I'm not even kidding. Literally, and actually, it's one of the best racism analogies I've ever seen put to television. Episode 3, Pray for the Hunter, follows Detective Reese. Well, I mean, it follows all of them, but Detective Reese has a new partner, and this new partner, something's weird about him. For example, every single time he gets near certain people, metahumans, he gets splitting headaches, and it's like, what's that about? We quite literally see this man follow one of the metahumans, who's a janitor, by the way, and he's like, I actually can't even remember what he says, but he kills him. You know why he kills him? Because of the splitting headaches. He wants all metahumans dead. He thinks they're freaks. Like, this is basically an X-Men plot. And of course, it's freaky for the girls, because again, they're seeing all of these, like, would-be villains that they would be killing, but it's like, first of all, they're already dead. Second of all, they seem to be dead by their own power. What? Like, long story short, Mr. Headache takes the metahuman's power and kills them with it. It's like, it's a whole thing. I swear I already said that. I think I already said that. Anyway, I like the episode not just because there's a real sense of urgency and fear coming from Helena and Dinah, but more so Helena, because it's like, what the hell? I'm a metahuman. I could be next. But also because it subverts a trope that I see a lot in television in regards to racism allegory. In this episode as well, Barbara meets Wade's parents, and Wade's parents are concerned that Barbara is wheelchair bound for some reason. And while Helena is having a conversation with Barbara about how they need to stop whoever is doing this, Barbara now brings up the fact that, oh, Helena, you shouldn't, like, you know, don't be angry, like, you know, you gotta remain calm. And Helena's like, I can't remain calm, my people are dying. And Barbara brings up the fact that Wade's parents don't like the fact that she's in a wheelchair. Now, ordinarily, this would have been a thing of like, you know, I'm different because I'm in a wheelchair and you're different because you have a literal genetic malfunction, but we're the same because we're not like regular people. And that's where that would have ended. But Helena, I love what Helena says. Helena essentially says, girl, it's a shame that Wade's parents are small-minded, but they're not killing you because you're in a wheelchair. I'm getting killed. I'm gonna get killed because I'm a metahuman, babes. I'm at risk. My people are at risk. Please. And why did I like that? Because it acknowledged that there's a degree of differences. Like, I'm sorry. Like, babes.
Me being black is not the same as, like, a white girl having autism. Two different experiences. Do we experience discrimination? Yes, but like, girl, you're not getting close. Like, I mean, actually, you might be, but like, if they don't detect it, it's not happening. And also, police aren't gunning you down. Anyway, let's not get real today.
If y'all want to know how that episode ends, all the metahumans that are in the general area all come together to give the man the most splitting headache of his life. And he literally gets up on the edge of a building and is like, I can't do this. I'm not gonna live as a freak. I can't. And he himself, like, it's Like, and honestly, that's what I'm talking about when I say realism. Like, that would happen. It's actually very likely that someone dealing with a level of self-hatred, someone dealing with a level of self-hatred would react like that, because he himself is a metahuman. It's not normal that you're able to take on their powers, and he hates that. So he's like, you know what? I'm actually just going to die. And that's actually real. The episode where Dinah's mom gets killed by a mob boss is called Sins of the Mother. It's episode 5. Episode 4 isn't bad. It's just that episode 5 touched me a little bit more. And it's here that we find out that Dinah's mom is formerly Black Canary. Give it up for the Black Canary. And Dinah has mixed feelings about this, because she's like, girl, you abandoned me. Like, I was in foster care. You're not my mama. But Black Canary is trying to be like, girl, come home. This isn't safe for you. Basically trying to get her away from danger and other things like that. Long story short, they fight this mob boss guy, who turns out to be Reese's father. Massive spoiler alert. I'm so sorry. I don't even know why I said that. But she gets killed in an explosion, and she doesn't come back. That is the end. That is actually the end of Carolyn Lance, aka Black Canary. Like, she's done. Like, Dinah's the new Black Canary now. And again, real. Like, yes, she died of an explosion. She didn't come back just because they're like, kumbaya. No, she's gone. And Dinah deals with that grief for, like, the rest of the season, actually. Yeah, she does. With the rest of the season, she deals with it in strides. And dare I say that the depiction of Dinah's grief is one of the better things of this show, because it's real. Some days she's fine. Other days it's like, oh man, like, let me just blow up this whole earth. And it's refreshing. I like that. It was a good episode. It was really touching. And you actually, like, despite the fact that Black Canary doesn't actually show up in the show for that long, you still actually do feel sad when she goes. And it's like, it's real. Like, you know, it's so real. It's just so real. You know what? Take a shot each time I say real. That's added to the shot list. Now, my third favorite episode is the finale, and that's only because of two things. One, Harleen's outfit. I will go on about that. I was like, that is so smart, Harleen's outfit. And also because we get to see, I mean, we've seen it throughout the entire series, just how the girl is, but like, she truly is nuts. Like, she's nut about it crazy. She's nut about it crazy. And like, I'm not used to really seeing Harleen in like a truly villain state. Like, usually Harley's like either oh my goodness, like, poor her because like the Joker is manipulating her, or it's like poor her, the Joker's manipulating her. Like, let me actually be real, what other like depiction have I seen? Not much. Like, for goodness sake. I mean, bear in mind, in this series she still does like actively love the Joker, but she's not doing anything. She's not doing it just because he said, like, he wrote a letter. Like, no, that's not why. She's just evil. Like, that's who she is. She's evil. But I also like this episode, season finale, because of the fact that it shows just how strong the bond between these three women are. 2 women and 1 girl. Is because Barbara literally can't walk, right? But she has this thing that stimulates her spine so she can like be walking, but it's really painful, and it could also kill her because, again, like, you're messing with the spine. And when Harleen uses the hypno eyes on Helena to get her to do her bidding, Barbara is like, okay, I gotta get to work. She finds an antidote for it, and then she straps the spine killer to her back and starts to walk and fights Helena in the spine killer. Bear in mind, she could die. Like, life is very much in danger. Like, I feel like it was just nail in the coffin, because obviously throughout this entire series we have seen the 3 of them care about each other. They do. They really do. Like, they all have different dynamics with each other, but even regardless, they're still a family. But this last episode really just showed how much that Familia Dawn Toretto theme really like that's family for real. And to round off, because Notes app says I have nothing else to talk about and I don't really have anything else off dome, let's look at what I rated it. I rated it 4.5 stars. I actually don't know why I rated it 4.5 stars. Let me change that to 5 stars. Thank you. And it's in my greats list. Birds of Prey. Great show. Okay, well that's me done. I'm feeling really proud and accomplished because I managed to double record. So that's 2 videos in one day. Now it's time to sleep for 1,000 years and gamble about whether or not I'll actually be able to edit these videos and upload them before tomorrow. Tomorrow being August 1st at the time of recording. Let's find out. Only you will know. And God, actually. So, anyway.